He tweets.
You know, in the future, it'll just be executive order, but it'll be by tweet.
He tweets.
It's not Uma caused by Monsanto.
Whatever he tweets. Because Netanyahu was in the U.S. and he said that he was offended that the Ayatollah of Iran is tweeting that Israel must not exist or something. He stressed it a few times. He's like, he tweets.
Yeah. What this gets me is this Netanyahu or Yahoo or whatever you want to call him comes into the USA and he makes himself at home. You know what I mean? He tells them what to do. So hey, when you come in our country, you behave yourself and you do what we tell you to do. But it's the other way around. Israel tells them, U.S. what to do. You know, like Netanyahu's making a big speech and everything like that, and Obama makes a speech afterwards, and it's so weak. You know, like it makes the U.S. look like a weak puppet government, which it is. They should be telling him what to do. You're in my country, you go by our rules. That's what I would tell him. But yeah, I wouldn't invite him in anyways. He's a criminal. He's a crook.
He's a welfare. He's NATO. He's the welfare case of NATO. He's a spokesman for the welfare case of NATO. That's all I see him as. He comes in, you know, with all this ego and attitude. And the reality is Israel is receiving subsidies and foreign aid from America, Canada. All the NATO allies are funding this nonsense and making Israel the welfare case in NATO.
Huh.
So for him to walk in like, you know, he's King Tut or King whoever is just ridiculous. He's the panhandler on the street who won't get a job and buy his own crap. I don't know.
Well,
and he's being extorted by the military industrial complex, but the money they're extorting out of him, he's begging out there panhandling from the NATO countries for foreign aid so he can keep paying the military industrial complex for more Raytheon missiles for the Iron Dome. Meanwhile, Raytheon's of the ones that are funding the phony Palestinian nonsense with the homemade cheesy rockets just to sell more weapons. It's a blatant extortion racket being played upon Israel, and Israel runs around like they're some big heavy when all they're doing is begging for money to go pay the people extorting them, which is Raytheon and the military industrial complex. So I don't know. To me, they're all puppets and stooges anyway. I mean, Netanyahu is just another meat puppet for the globalists, just like, you know, Stephen Harper or Justin Trudeau or George Bush or Barack Obama or Hillary Clinton. They're all stooges for the same, you know, elite. Who's in charge? I don't know. A lot of people say Israel's, you know, some big player, but I see them as they're being extorted by the military industrial complex. They have to then turn to the NATO allies demanding money for the Iron Dome. Billions and billions and billions of dollars every time they got to do that. And it's costing the taxpayers of all the nations tons of cash to keep this nonsense going. And it's nothing but a racket to sell more missiles. And it's like, you know, can't you guys figure out something else to do? Honestly, it's ridiculous. Why don't you build an aircraft carrier that puts out forest fire? You got fighter jets that just dump water. They got water bombers. And you could put out the world's fires. You know, all this is a money grab, make work nonsense. You know, sell more missiles just for more fiat dollars, and none of it even makes any sense.
Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Khamenei spews the oldest hatred of anti-Semitism with the newest technology. He tweets that Israel must be annihilated. He tweets. You know, in Iran, there isn't exactly free internet. But he tweets in English. He tweets.